Alright there, it's your old mate Yorkie here again, and here we are, next Festering once more, looking at games on the Steam Next Fest, October 2023. This is Broken Roads, a supposedly narrative-driven RPG in a post-apocalyptic Australia. Hey, Mad Max. Alright, I know this isn't going to be Mad Max, but let's see what they've got to offer, shall we? Drop Bear Bites. Lovely name.
Called it the end of time.
Like in the old voiceover.
A waste of good beer. Me, I called it another day in bloody paradise. It's been 100 years, or less, since society had its last hurrah. We've rebuilt, sometimes better, sometimes worse, with nothing but hardjacker and the sweat off our backs. There's been bloodshed too, of course. People who will always be willing to kill for what they didn't earn. But that's not most of us. We're the farmers, the brewers, the protectors and the builders. The people who keep this great land connected, one town at a time. So you survive. You make do. You live with tough choices and you don't look back. Because the next town is 200 kilometers away, and mate, you passed the last refuge 3 days ago. There's no good or evil, no right or wrong. Only the path you choose to travel down these broken roads.
Fair dinkum. Not even going to pretend I can speak Australian or sound Australian. G'day, mates. But, alright, welcome to Steam Demo Broken Roads. We'd like to present the current state of the game, still some time before release. This experience and many gameplay elements will be subject to change over the coming months. We'd love to hear your feedback via our Discord. Okay, fine. Hired gun. Oh, we're looking at the... okay. Origin, appearance, morality, and statistics. It can be a hired gun. You grew up with a gun in your hand. If you wanted to eat, you shot what your parents told you to shoot. Starvation is a powerful motivator. It was that simple. I'm going to stop before I get a fatwa declared on me by Australia. They hide you out when you were in your teens, telling clients that a hungry kid shoots better. After a few years, you worked up the courage to run away. And you crossed the outback to make a new life for yourself. You even earned a bit of reputation. That's why you weren't surprised when you were offered the possibility of a long-term gig with the Scouts at Bally Hall. It's a mad world out there, and instead of trying to make sense of it, you've carved yourself a place in it. You'll be damned if anyone thinks you'll just quit. Attribute bonuses: awareness +1, strength +1, starting skills, shooting mastery +10, opportunist +5. Unique perk: rallying cry. All allies gain +4 initiative until the character's next turn. While rallied, the character's first attack during the turn gets a bonus to accuracy equal to triple the value of the user's charisma score. So charisma is very important for the hired gun. I've got the surveyor, not in the demo. So the only one we can use is a hired gun. But there are also surveyor, batter crew, and buckaroo. Jackaroo, rather. Buckaroo. This is not a rodeo. It's not only not my first rodeo, it's not a rodeo. Alright, continue. Appearance. You can only select one of 4. Somewhat dark-skinned or somewhat light-skinned, male or female. That's all you've got, it seems. Which is unfortunate, but never mind. We'll go with that. She's Australian. Of course it's Sheila. Isn't every Australian woman called Sheila? Morality Compass. Introduction to Morality Compass. The Moral Compass shows 360-degree possible dialogue options. Blah, blah, blah. Don't really want to read all that, sorry. I don't. You just picked your... so you define where you are on the Moral Compass with this. With a 6-question questionnaire. Question: you just picked up a job to escort a captured thief. You get talking and he tells you the sad tale of how he came to be captured. Sounds like he was not really the perp. And actually makes a pretty good case for his innocence. He begs you to free him. You let him go free, you'll argue his case, and at least prevent an innocent man from enduring mob justice. There will always be more jobs down the track. Nihilist? You've been paid to do a job, and you plan to see it through. Despite his appeal and potential innocence, prioritise your reputation and ensure you get paid. Utilitarian. Promise him you'll plead his case. It doesn't serve anyone's interest to execute an honest man. It doesn't serve yours if he is in fact guilty. The best you can do is assure justice. And your rep stays intact. Or Machiavellian. Machiavellian. Tell him to make a new offer. You won't get any the other half of your pay if you get to Brookton without him. If you have him escape, your reputation as a hired gun could take a hit. He'll be a humanist, a nice person. And this is all within humanist, but various degrees thereof. Question. After a series of raids on caravans passing near your home, you pull together a scouting party. You've got a bandit leader and one of his raiders. The leader pleads for release, pledging to comply with your terms. Do you keep them both on the spot? Better not to have that kind of headache. Take him back to town, stand trial. Escort them far away, warning that if you catch them here again, they're dead. Or tell him that you'll let one of them go free, him or his raider, and he gets to choose which one lives. Sounds like fun, but we'll kill them both. Get rid of the problem. Question. A nearby townstead has a new chief, and he's starting to flex his muscles. He sends an envoy with a threat. Pay tribute or suffer his wrath. Clearly has the military strength to back it up. Thinks he can take it, let him come. You're not scared of his threats. Negotiate with the envoy and escort him back. Concealed, your top fighters follow. In town, publicly execute the envoy, displaying the head on a spike. One the others surrender their chief or face the same fate. Send scouts see if you can enforce his demands. If you can, pay up. If you can't, say no. Send an envoy in return and try to negotiate with the chief. Machiavellian, I think. See, a child in the village has started showing symptoms of the plague. The town chose to quarantine him and his family, but you caught him sneaking out of the house to play with the other kids. Send him back to the house, that's fine. And you've been captured by people who've clearly gone mad, finding yourself in a pen alongside a Dew farmer you've met before, a mercenary stripped of his weapons, and a terrified young family. The captors assemble a massive pyre, indicating their intent for a twisted sacrifice. Noticing the guards' distraction, you're certain you can escape on your own. But every person you bring with you increases the chances you'll get caught. Get the family out first, at least able to look after themselves. Once you've discovered the cache of pre-apocalypse weapons in an abandoned farmhouse. You can't carry it all back on your own, so you enlist a few friends from town to help. When you return to the cache, you find a group of emaciated scavengers in the process of looting the place themselves. No, we don't let them take it. We could go back to the hall. Once there, you can loot the other goods and kill them all. Yes. All right, there we are. Thank you. Right, continue. Attributes and skill trees. I don't want to read a wall of text. I'm sorry, but I don't. All right. That is a bad way to do a tutorial, is a wall of text, honestly. It's got no place in the modern world. Boost that. Now we're a hired gun, so... range damage, so we want that up. Charisma is important for a hired gun as well. Put the strength down, do some agility. No more points to spend. Auto assign, fine. Start your journey. I just want to see how it works, that's all.
You made it. Good. My name's Jake Anderson, and this is Bally Hall.
It's on the head man's face. He's sunbeaten and craggy, a testament to life lived in the bush. Truth tell, wasn't more sure you'd make it between the wildlife. Okay. I met with some misadventure.
Right. So the job's simple, and the pay's good. You'll ride along to Kokobee with a couple of my scouts as security for Cole, the engineer fixing our radio. In Kokobee, you'll be meeting Mick, the mayor of Brookton, and escorting them both back home.
Didn't he? Okay. Introduce you around. Ella's over here. She's my second. It pauses. My cousin Sue. Her and her sister Mad, who's keeping watch from the crow's nest. Don't get on their bad side.
New blood, eh, Jake?
Ranger woman's face is careworn and sunbeaten. She looks you up and down and raised an eyebrow. I had gone for the trip to Kokobee. Figured it couldn't hurt, the situation being what it is, eh? Gonna be with you, so maybe you can give her a tour. Great, cheers. She looks at you almost as if she pities you. I'm sure your sparkling personality will shine through, and you'll win a place in her heart in no time, Ella. That's me. Noted heartbreaker and charmer. You're so deadpan, she almost seems serious. You fancy seeing the place, meeting the colourful locals? Ready when you are. You've already met the boss. That leaves Jonesy, Dreamer, and Mad. May as well say hi to Cole too, seeing as you'll be escorting him.
Let's go.
I'm not reading a wall of text. Journal. We have a lot of things. Meet all of them. Alright. I mean, if you know where they are, and I don't, would it make more sense for you to show me? Actually, maybe they may be in here. Okay. I may be heading the wrong way. Nice of the scouts to have a place where you can... whatever. Entering a compost war era? Ella, she raised her hand to the young woman as you approach her. Dreamer, give the fresh meat a wave, will you?
Fresh meat? For dinner? You know I gave up human flesh, Ella.
Gave up human flesh?
I missed you. They call me Dreamer.
She looks up from her work, concerned. Gives you a wide smile and sticks out her hand. I gave up human flesh. Oh, okay. You used to eat people? Burst out laughing. Just pulling your leg, mate. Never eaten human flesh well, yet. You look young to be here. Old enough to shoot, old enough to drink, old enough to get married, if that's the life I wanted.
Dreamer, the farmer's wife, the merchant's trophy, station manager's bed warmer. Sounds glamorous.
She waves off the comments like showing a fly. But instead I chose to be out here in the bush with these deados. Derelicts, I think that is. Beats choking on city air. Growls, deados. I'll show you deados, you cheeky boat, won't you? It's clear she's got a soft spot for Dreamer. Why Dreamer? Ella's nickname for me, yeah? Made the mistake of telling her my plans to hike across the Null Harbour, and she told me I was an impossible dreamer, and name stuck. It's a joke, sure, but I like the name. I like the role. Seems like dreams are in short supply these days, yeah? We've got to have something to look forward to. She seems like she might be a little dark-skinned. Is she of Aboriginal descent? Because I know there is spiritual dream time in Aboriginal culture. I know nothing much about it. I've just read that it exists. We don't have dreams. We don't have anything. It's a good name. Beams. You alright, mate?
Anyway, my job here, such as it is, consists of two main gigs. What I do best is convince people to save their bullets. I defuse fights, make sure people get along, keep their blood inside their skins. The other job, cleaning up this mess.
I'm liking the graphics and the music. The music isn't fantastic, but it's good. The graphics are pretty good for an isometric like this and suit the aesthetic nicely. Anything I can help with? Surely can you ask? As a matter of fact, I could use a hand with a couple of things. And Jake wanted you to get some time in with the firing range. Make sure you're as good as you say what you are, you know? Gives you a quick smile.
Last fella was a bit of a legend in his own lunchbox. Now he's dead. Better to know up front if someone's aim is a bit shit.
Makes
Corpses
sense.
aren't so great at self-improvement.
No, not really. Turns around to survey the encampment. So we have got some quests. Let's see, Jake wants you... Okay. I need some scrub cleared out of the paddock and a tub filled with water. Pretty easy. That's all I should
Great.
get to.
It should be easy work.
Okay. Who are you?
Name's Jonesy, mate. Who are you?
The tan-hooded man is busy cleaning a gun as you approach. He looks up and down quickly, questioningly, and back into his weapon. Jake hired her to give her a hand on the way to Cogby. She's pretty new to the life. Got tips for her? New gun for the good guys, eh? Glad to hear it. You ever used a weapon on a person before? Yeah, loads of times. Raise an eyebrow. That's why Ella think... Then why does Ella think I can't teach anything to a hardened killer like you? For hell, maybe this'll be helpful.
So my advice is this. Time comes to throw down, don't blink. None of the Deros out in the bushwood. It's them or you. I made the mistake of trying to be kind once.
What if we organised supply drops so they weren't so desperate? Maybe they could help rebuild? Supply drops, mate? I don't know if you've been paying attention, but everyone out here is barely scraping by. No room for charity when you're a bad day away from starvation. You want to be generous? Give them a quick death. Hate to ruin this heady discussion, but I'm supposed to keep squiring our young friend around here. You and Jake are headed back to Brooklyn after all decide, aren't you? Yeah, gonna swing by and see me old man. Got to update him on the kill count. Building fearsome reputation, huh? Nice. Yeah, good for me and Brooklyn both. You know what's really confusing with this one? The voiceovers. The voiceovers are decent when they occur, but then it's like they'll say part of the speech and then the next set they're not, and then they are, and then they're not. Very hit or miss. Game with the Deros. You kids have got to pick up some new language. He grins. Take one to know one, El.
Don't let him fool you. Under that bloodthirsty exterior lurks, well, the heart of a killer. But under that, not a bad guy. Not if he's on your side. Well, unless you're a farmer. Then you should lock up your wife and daughters. Livestock too.
Ah, you know me so well, Ellie. Except the livestock thing. No one can prove that.
Not denying it though, are you? Turns to you and points his thumb over his shoulder. Look out for her, she's secretly not always mean. Bullshit, I'm made of mean. Anyway, like I said, we've got to keep moving. You have anything more to talk to Jonesy about? Mitchie said to talk to you about target practice. For sure, let's get on it and you can show me what you've got. Stuck into it. Optimal range. Different weapons are more effective depending on the distance to the target. Pistols and shotguns work well up close. Rifles from medium distance. Sniper rifles better further away. Experiment with different weapons at varying distances. What the hell? What are we doing here? Oh, end of turn, it's turn-based. I get it, didn't realise that. Aimed, flanked. Not what I had in mind, but okay. Oh, I've ended that one, have I? Alright. Not bad, mate. Good to have you on board. Hey, Ella, you might not be the resident sharpshooter much longer. She says nothing. She owns the most tired of your shit instead you've ever seen. Alright. Combat. I suppose once you're doing more than one person shooting at nothing that's aiming back, it's going to get better. Right now it's very basic. Ella calls out as you near a young man elbow deep in a pile of electrodes. Oi, Cole! The gangling young man hurriedly wipes his hands on the coverall when he sees you. His carrot orange hair flops over his eyes as he gives you a broad grin.
Cole, meet your new protector. We need extra muscle for our trip to Brookton, given Jake and Jones here headed down Alderside way to see why they're so quiet. Hired this one on to keep an eye on you.
That's bloody fantastic. I'm just about done with the repeat array here, and should be powering up with the solar panels in no time. Get your scouts back up and... what am I doing? Get your scouts back up and on the network in a jiffy. It'll all get sorted out once I can hit the market in Cogby and... Hold up hand. Steady there, Christmas. I was just making an introduction. One thing at a time. Are you raised... You're raised all the sides yet? Oh, crikey no. Not yet. Oh, crikey no, not yet. That's why I mentioned Cogby. See, your modulator's short and I don't have a spare. So it's a good thing we're headed over there. Once I get that modulator, everything else is golden. You'll be right to saying. When do you want to head out? Well, he steps back up and looks at his tools, the radio and the solar panels. I reckon whenever you're ready to go, I can clean up real fast. Meantime, I'll keep working on projects around here, but nothing really pressing back in Brookton, I don't think. Scouts don't have a working radio then. Till we get this modulator sorted, might as well learn how to use passenger pigeons. Or reflecting mirrors or something. You know, mirrors are great in the daytime. Well, the sunny daytime. But kind of worthless at night and cloudy days. So yeah, we need to get to Cogby for a new part. Catch you later, Cole.
Plenty of time to chat on the way to Kokobi.
So we just need to meet Mad. Always leave their mark. Okay. We've been around here, haven't we? So I don't think Mad can be up there. Been here. Hang on, who's that? Who's that? Gesture to the roof of the hall. Look up there in the crow's nest. That's my sister Mad. Nearly missed you. She'll be staying behind when the rest of us range out on our jobs later.
Mad. New hired gun. Going to be coming with Mishti and me to Kokobi.
Woman in the watchtower. Wears drab brown clothes, loose and comfortable. Her face is hard, her build muscular. She looks like she wrestles ruse for fun. She scowls down on the makeshift turret. So that's Mad. A bit different from the Mad that Toya Wilcox played in Jubilee, I'll say that. You babysitting Ella? She's sitting you. I'll keep an eye on her for you. We do a better job than the last one, poor fucker. She snorts. Like I'm the one who needs a sitter mat. A sitter mat. Not that long ago, I was changing your nappies. Diapers for Americans, in case you don't know. Turns to you. You ready to move? Meet the others. Fuck you, Ella, she says it without rancor. Hey, before you go, new kid, I need you to make sure the perimeter's secure before you all head out. Don't want any unpleasant surprises. What you need? Not gonna run your mouth then? We'll get along fine. She chews her lip for a moment, studying the fence and points. I want you to walk in a circle, round the outside of the fence. Check it for holes. If a dingo can fit through, call it out and we'll give it a patch up. No need for you get your precious hands dirty, just need your eyes. To walk the fence too easy. Yep, pretty hard to fuck up, so don't. Now get moving.
That's all we're gonna get out of her. Come on, let's go.
Right, that's that done. Return to Jake. Okay.
Heard you having your chin wags with everyone. How you finding Ella? She's rough around the edges, but then we all are. It's why I like to have her squire people around. Anyway, what'd you think of the place?
Good sightlines. You can see enemies coming a long way from here. He smiled, clearly proud of the place. Yeah, we've done some work clearing the trees around here. Had a nasty scare a few years back. Some raffos from up north of Perth came round looking for an easy target. Besides, we looked the part. They hid out in the old tree line, and if Matt, only knee-high to a grasshopper at the time, hadn't raised the alarm, well, he might have had of us. As it was, took everything we had to hold them off. Ever since, we've got the trees back.
Anyway, if you're done with that, time to get Cole up to Cody. Like I said before, should be safe and easy. Once you get there, meet up with Mick. He can be a real charmer, or he can be a right bastard. He's a hard man, so it's best not to bullshit him. He's Jonesy's adopted dad, if that gives you any idea what he's like.
You'll be going with him back to Brookton. Jonesy and me will meet you up there once we've finished up in Alderside. Anything you need from Bally before we go? Good luck out there. I think we're about ready to go to Cogby. Oh, don't head up yet. I'll be right back.
Don't take long, mate. We're on a schedule.
Have a quick scout around the fence. Here's something. Ella stops to inspect the small hole in the fence. Bloody thing's falling apart. Man will have to patch this one up proper. She shouts on the fence. Oi, mister, you hear me? Tell Matt she's got a proper patch-up job to do out here, would you? Oh, she's gonna love that. Okay, let's move. Need to do a thorough check of the whole fence before we're done. We found one thing at the fence. Hard to find trees as tall and straight anymore. I mean, some of this looks really wonky, but... Notice a piece of corrugated iron coming loose. Hey, Ella, look. What? Looks like a loose spot over there. Takes a closer look at where you're pointing. Nice find. Reckon a new bolt or two is all she needs. This thing's been patched up since, geez, well, before, I reckon. Might have been there, not even a single piece of the original wall still. Wall remains, though. Keep moving. Before. So before the apocalypse. Makes sense. Hold up! She stops and motions for a section nearby fence. Small pile of dirt is next to the shallow hole. These scratch marks. Looks like dogs have been going at it.
Bang on. Dingo's been digging here again. Little bastards have been busier since Mishti turned the place into a bloody chook farm.
Well, I reckon that's it. Enough to keep Mad off our ass while we're away. Nice work. Oi, Mad, found 3 lovely jobs for you. Should keep you from falling asleep when we're gone. Mad snarls something unintelligible and turns away again. Well, your eyes work and you can clearly follow instructions. So far, so good. Right, let's head back and check in with the others. Coal's got to be done by now. Alright. Try practice. Clear scrub from the camel paddock. Refill the water. Alright, so we got to do the scrub from the camel paddock.
This scrub looks like it's invading the camel's enclosure and they're having trouble resting without getting pricked. It wouldn't take you long to clear it out.
Let's do it.
The job only takes a few minutes and the paddock is cleared. The scouts will no doubt be happy with your handiwork.
That's that. Now then, water everywhere, but not a drop to drink. Oh, water not much of anywhere, but we're looking for some, don't worry. Where would we find water? Is that water? I mean, it looks like it. But maybe not.
There's only a small amount of grimy water left in the tub. Those camels...
Let's fill it.
You quickly fill the tub, providing clean drinking water for those noble beasts. You're already a hero, a real hero. Good on ya.
I'll report back to Dreamer. Hey, Dreamer! Got a minute? Smiles probably. Hey, how's the work treating you? Talking about the job you sent me to. Finished everything.
Bloody fantastic! Great work, mate. I definitely owe you one. Remind me at the pub later on, would you? Here you go. You've saved me a ton of trouble. Anything else today?
How do you wind up Barry? Oh, that's sorry. It's all. You sure you want to hear it? Actually, maybe later. I'll catch you later. We've done everything we need to right now. We've got everything completed except the main quest. Ready to go to Kokobi. We're up to what Misty and Mad asked. Let's get moving. Okay, best of luck with everything. We'll meet you in Brookton once we're done. Jonesy, grab your gear. We're rolling out. Same. We're on our way then. Chat to Cole, Dreamer. We're on the road. Know the drill, Alice. Stay safe and don't be stupid. No worries, Jake. Now, what is Jake? None of the stupid leaks into my side of the family tree. We're all set.
Ho ho! I would be deeply offended if I was smart enough to understand that, I'm sure. But look, keep your skin in one piece, yeah? And this goes double for you, Mishti. If you're outside the gate, don't let your guard down.
Turn to face you. You too, new kid. Or else fails, listen to Alice. She'll steer you right. Got it, Chief. See you later. Then it's fast travel to Kokobi, I guess.
You're not even an hour away from Valley Hall when you spot a makeshift cart on the road. A man lies motionless on the ground. A sobbing woman cradles his body.
Ellie, you seeing
I
this?
see it.
She mutters grimly. She tightens a grip on her weapon. She eyes Her eyes scanning for threats.
The young man sitting off the side of the road is rocking back and forth, a pistol held, unheeded in one hand. Neither he or his mum appeared to have noticed you, lost in their own personal tragedy.
Things could get dicey. Hang back while we check this out.
Without taking her eyes from the scene, she holds out her hand, Festering cool behind her.
You got it, boss.
He's a solid 7, would have been an 8 but for the hole in his chest. Seems like he'd be a good listener. On account of being dead.
Stay back. I've got a gun.
He points his pistol loosely in your direction, a mop of dusty brown hair hanging down into his eyes. He shakes his head to clear his vision. Can't be more than 18 years old. Yeah, what type? Looks at the pistol in his hands and a rifle on your back. He renews his pose, aiming at Ella. One that shoots bullets. I just killed someone. I could kill you too. What, you mean your dad? He scrubs his face. No, no! He points the gun at you with renewed ferocity. I don't want to talk about it. She takes a step close to him and hands up and empty. Hey, let's just have a chat, alright? Go on then, she can take the lead. She's the nice one. We've all done things we regret, right? One split-second decision and it seems like it's all over. It's not. You're still here, and that means you have a chance to make it right. I don't know what happened to what I did. He gestures wildly with the pistol. Ella's expression doesn't change, but she widens her stance. I killed him, my own dad, and all because he... Dreamer takes a step closer, ignoring the loaded pistol being waved in her direction. Hey, it's okay. What's your name?
I'm Will.
He's struggling. And just that clearly took a lot. Or just that clearly took a lot. You're not responsible for what your dad did, Will. Her voice is soft, sympathetic.
No, it wasn't like that. He asked me to.
He looks at you.
He was holding me and Mum back, that we'd never make it to Meriden at this rate, so he asked me to make sure she makes it, and
Wild panic in his eyes.
I shouldn't even be alive.
He puts a pistol up under his chin and closes his eyes. Wait. You won't make it if you're dead, you know that, Will. Hands tremble in his arms. He drops the pistol and slumps to the ground, his head in his hands. Picks up the pistol, checks the cartridge and tucks it into a belt. He'll be safer without that around for now. We're done here. I want to know what happened. Tough shit, it's not part of the job description. I'll get moving. Nice! Cole, you ready?
You ready? Let's go.
Hey, you did good back there. It's nice to meet someone else who's willing to believe that a bullet to the head won't solve all the world's problems.
Sometimes we make bad decisions, but it doesn't mean we have to keep making them. Damn straight, and we did good today, all three of us. He grins at you, then he moves a hand. Keep going. Alright, so it looks like it's not open world, it's event to event, which is fine. That's not a problem to me.
Way station. Now we've got Cole here. All we need to do is wait for Mick to arrive, then escort the two of them back to Brookton. He should be arriving any minute now. Any minute now?
I'm going to stop there. These are just very short let's look to see if I want to go further. And I think I do. It's very slow to start. Some games are, it doesn't mean they're bad. And I've got an interest in the world already and the characters already. They're not deep yet, this is just the start of course. But there is variety to the characters with a pacifist, opportunist, peaceful dreamer. The blunt and brutal, I won't necessarily brutish, but you know what I mean. Ella. I don't know anything about the other guy yet. And you're able to use moral judgments to guide where your moral compass goes. What impact that will have in the end, I don't know. Skills and so on, there's a variety of them, which is nice. And you can tailor it as you want. I don't like the tutorial bits. Walls of text just don't belong in the modern age. I'm sorry, that's a firm belief I have. You're entitled to disagree with it. But at least they only come up when you need to do something, so it is also partly what I say it should be. Hey, it's a roo, nice. which is that you should teach by having people do. And I do seem able to guess my way through it without having to read those walls of text. Now, that might mean I'm missing some important facts, some important information. That would be unfortunate. But yeah, seem to manage without. It's not open world, but that's okay. Event to event works just as well. And I'm sure there's going to be combat. We've done a little bit of shooting. Shooting seems okay, not necessarily good, but it's serviceable. I'm sure when you've got more people involved, it gets a bit more enjoyable, but I don't see it being a top-notch part of the game at all. I think this is going to be very much the narrative, and that's how it seems to be going so far. And the narrative, while not deep or exciting yet, has enough to it that makes me want to go further. Let me just look this up on Steam. Where are we? Supposedly dropping by November 14th this year. Is it going to have enough by then? I'm keeping it on my wish list. I'm interested in going further, but I want to see a review of it first, a proper review. Unless, of course, it comes out on God, what do they call it? Xbox Game Pass. In which case, I'll just pick it up because I can pick it up for free. Well, for the cost of the subscription I'm paying anyway. Alright, I'll see you around.